The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verse 13 and 14. Better is a poor and a wise child than an old foolish king who will no more be admonished. For out of prison he cometh to reign, whereas also he that is born in his kingdom becometh poor. Okay, first and foremost, I like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakah Gwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the icons that's pushing the truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this video be edifying first and foremost to the hopeful elect, then to those that cleave to the body. And in this lesson today, I want to hone in on cometh it, he that come out of prison, he cometh to reign. All right. Now you would think, okay, how can a prisoner reign? All right, which because the Lord is of a great balance, all right, and a false balance is abomination unto him. Okay, obviously tell you, in Ecclesiastes you have saw what? Servants upon horses and princes walking the earth. All right. So obviously men of low degree, which are the Israelites, they're the high value servants. Okay. A man that's of low degree right now is of a high value servant, is a high value prisoner right now. Okay. Actually, the prisoners of the earth, which the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, they ruling. All right. The prisoners are actually more valuable than the servants. That's why I said folly is set in great dignity, right? And the rich sitting in low place. That rich represent the elect, man. All right, they're in a low place. So, as it speak about in 2nd Esdras, all right, the hand is betwixt the heel of Jake and Esau to pull him down. All right, it's really symbolic to the man, the Israelites, the elect men, all right, which is going to establish the thrones and judgment of David. All right, putting the servants back into prison. You see? So you got one coming out of prison to reign, but ultimately right here, obviously speaking about the wicked, but it's still going to be universal. It's a balance, man. Right? Because the wicked came out of what? A prison to reign, according to the book of Revelation. But let me get this first, right, to actually prove this Proverbs 30. The wicked is in control. 30 and 22. I'm going to start at 21. For 3 things the earth is disquieted, and the 4 which I cannot bear. Because, let's see something. All right. It says, I won't get this word. All right. We always look at it. Right. The earth is troubled. Disquieted, you can liken it into trouble too, man. You look it up. Unease, right? So the earth is under a worrisome rulership right now. And for 4 which it cannot bear. But remember the Lord ruled in the kingdom of men. So though it looked troubling, all right, to the prisoners of the earth, we have hope. Because the Lord set them up, all right, set the bases of men up, okay, that he would what? That he would bring them down, okay? That he would bring them down out of power, okay, and through the Spirit lift us up. That's how the Son of Man came. He came very low, man, all right, that he may be what? Lifted up to his power seat, man, all right? And that's how it usually happens, okay? Verse 22, it says, for a servant when he reigneth. Now servants aren't made to reign. They're made to serve. All right? And we wasn't made to serve. But hold on. This is Isaiah 14 and 3. I'm going to start at 2. It says, and the people shall take them. I'm going to start at 1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. No strangers are Israelite foreigners, man. Right? Of the stock of Israelites, man, that lost their, their way, but what? Was reunited back with, all of Israel, man, to make up all of the people. It says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. It tell you that in Leviticus 2. All right? And we going to sell them. It says, and they shall take them captives, who captives they were. All right? So out of prison, we all going to come to reign. Every nation had their opportunity, all right, to have us in prison. And that mean what? If they have us in prison, that means they're reigning. All right? It says, and they shall rule over their oppressor. This is when we get the victory. They, out around Ratazah, we are, of the whole elect, and we will be on the 12 thrones judging Israel. Not just Israel, but the other nations. It says, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. You see? So we wasn't made to serve. We was created to what? Judge, man. Be the judges and the kings of the earth. Okay? So this is something the earth cannot bear. For when a servant reigneth and a fool when he is filled with meat, man. Okay? So an old foolish king. You see that? A fool when he is filled with eat, a princess eat in the morning. Let me get that, all right? This is 10 and 15, Ecclesiastes 10 and 15. The labor of the foolish weareth every one of them, because he knoweth not how to go to the city. All right? Because a king with no direction and no vision, the people perish. It says, woe unto thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and princes eat in the morning. All right? They're what? Filled with meat. All right? They're filled with meat, man. That's why I read that. And a fool when he is filled with meat. So an old king when he would no longer be admonished, man. Over, I'm just looking at it. Under a fool who is stuffed with food. Yeah, man. All right, which is that, that's spiritually speaking. All right, because just like the kings, when they vomit down so much, all right, they're going to what? You're going to throw it up, man. All right, and it also speak about the knowledge, because obviously meat going to philosophies too, man. They fill with different philosophies, which is, a spiritual, but most of it they have vomited down. They're going to have to give it up. Let me see, right? Yep, this Job 20. This Job 20. And I'm going to start at 14. Yet now I get all this. I get to the point. Job 20 and 14. Yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is the gall of apes within him. You see that? He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Our power shall cast them out of his belly. Okay? Which is the point. You know, his bowels being filled with meat. You know? So as one is lifted up, another one must come down. You gotta get that one. I always speak of that one. I know it's in Ecclesiastes. And there's a lifting up. Alright, yeah, lifting up. Maybe lifting up. So bear with me. Yep. This Job, I always say Ecclesiastes, right? In 29, it says, when men are cast down, then thou shalt say, there is a lifting up. You see? And he shall save the humble person. So the point is, all right, going back to that Ecclesiastes 4 and 14, let's get back to it, all right? Because we won't horn in on that he cometh out of prison to reign, all right? Because we know the wicked did this, man. Back in that Ecclesiastes 4 and 14. Because it's really symbolic to what we're going to do, you know? So it's better as a poor and a wise child, man, than an old foolish king who will no longer be admonished. Because the admonishment of the prophets, all right, always direct the king aright. And we have listened to the visions in which the Lord have delivered unto the prophets, throwing our apostles and elders, all right, the visionaries, all right, on the way that we should start to begin to establish ourselves as rulers of the throne. Okay, to what? This is a prelude to what? Walking as kings, man. So we're setting our houses in order that we may establish Israel, man. You see? Because wisdom buildeth a house. It says, because this devil will no more be admonished. His heart is deep. Okay? He's thinking about a way, you know, he can further oppress us, man. You see? He have already forward the infliction. Meaning what? He have not only you know, had us as servants, which the Lord delivered us into his hand. He didn't, you know, just put us in captivity. All right? It was spiritual. Spiritually, the Lord put us in captivity before we went into it physically, man. You know? Because he told us we would go. It says, for out of prison he cometh to reign, whereas also he that is born in his kingdom becometh poor. All right? So, let's go here. This is the NLT. Such a youth could rise from poverty and succeed. He might even become king, though he has been in prison. All right? Okay? He went from prison to the throne. So but in his own kingdom, he had been poor. So then how you rise from a low degree in a way to become king? Because see, the basis of men was set up, all right, because, you know, so the Lord could really show his power, man. All right? To take a what? Take a low poor man out of the dirt and rise him up. Though he can do it, the Lord of balance do, right? He reign on the just and the unjust. Let me get that. This is spiritual, man. You see? This is Matthew 5. And 45. It says that ye may be children of your Father which is in heaven, for he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and the unjust, man. You see? So the Lord is still in control on everything that he's doing, man. But again, a prisoner of low degree right now, you know, are the people of high value. All right. So you taking what you're envisioning right now is the high value prisoners. All right, in a lower state, in a low place. Okay, really of great value, man. So there's hope for us. You see? But this devil got his time, which is Revelation. Let's get this. Right, I'm jumping back and forth, but you know, just to kind of show how you come out of prison or reign. Okay, this devil did it. This Revelation 20, because technically we was free. That's why I say Jerusalem, which is above, is free. We was never servants. Okay, let me get that. All right. Hell yeah, right? We was free. This is Galatians 4, right? It's gonna say it here. I'm gonna read it all the way down. Okay? You know what? I won't read it, but I'll just skip through it. This Galatians 4, I'm going to start at 22. For it is written that Abraham had two sons, the one by the bondmaid and the other by a free woman. All right, which it says, but he who was the bondwoman was born after the flesh, you see. But he of the free woman was by promise, which, you know, obviously when you read, Abraham had two sons, Isaac and Ishmael. Okay, but we're using a comparison. One was born a servant, okay, because he came of a servant. But though yet the free woman, Isaac, all right, which is called after the promise of the chosen, all right, was free. You see, it says which things are an allegory, right? Because even in the allegory, you have it, because Ishmael was born before Isaac, all right, which really, you know, it's spiritual. See, he was born first to serve. It says, for these are the two covenants, the one from the Mount Sinai, which gendereth to bondage, which is Agar, right? This is the allegory. For this Agar is Mount Sinai in Arabia, and answereth to Jerusalem, which now is and is in bondage with her children. That so they answer to Jerusalem, which is a people before a place, which represents Israel. It says, but Jerusalem, which is above, is free, meaning over. So when you see, it says that you have servant on horses and princes walking the earth. Now you understand, which is the mother of us all. All right. So we are above. You see. So again, we wasn't, you know, put here to serve all the way through. It was a declaration of time. All right, through our disobedience. All right, and our you know, disrespect of the Lord. All right, we had a time in hell, technically, man. But technically, the earth was made for, this was our heaven. This is why heaven is gonna be on earth, man. It was our Garden of Eden, you see, and we gonna be above all the nations, man. It says in the NLT, but the other woman, Sarah, represents the heavenly Jerusalem. She is the free woman and she is our mother, right? You see that? So now, when you jump I'm going to jump back to Revelation 20 and 1. It says, and I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. All right. And this angel going to represent who it is. Right. Right. And you know, obviously, that bottomless pit represents Europe. Okay. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. Yeah, because this devil was put in, chains, all right, for a set period of time. Or those 1,000 years, all right, represent where they, after the 1,000 years, which is going to read in the next verse, okay? And then, at that time, September, I always say his name, extra, not extra funny, but I always say his name kind of rough in a way, Septimus Severus, right? Which they get that word sever, that cutter, he gonna lay hold on that dragon, which, that dragon represent Esau, Edom, all right? At the time, Roman Empire, okay? Because when he laid hold on that devil, Jake came in to rule. That's why you had the so-called Middle Ages or the Dark Ages, all right? Because we had put our servant, which is Esau, Edom, we had put him into captivity, man, all right? During that Byzantine period, man. You see? You see that? Oh, Jake ruled Europe, man, during that time. But this is symbolically speaking about putting this devil in chains and bound him 1,000 years. So it was a set time. It says, and cast him into the bottomless pit, all right? Which, pit means hell, but it ain't a particular place. These devils was in hell. They was in the Caucasus Mountains, you see, which they inherited the name, Caucasians, and shut up and set a seal upon him that he should not deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. All right. And after that, he must be loosed a little season. So now that's where you get the what? He coming out of his prison to reign. But he's an old fool, an old king filled with meat that can't be admonished. Now he's admonished, all right, and told to do because the powers that be are ordained of the Most High. But for the most part, he got this king. The Lord got the king of this earth, all right, what? Crooked and perverse, and he got his minds like the rivers of water. He changing them whatsoever he please. But the whole point is, this devil came out of prison to reign because he was shut up. Okay? Along with the other nations, just to give a little backdrop, all right? They coming out the reign. You got the Egyptians, the Cushites in Judges had some years. Moab had some years in Judges. Canaan, the Mennonites, the Ammonites and Judges, the Philistines, during the time of Samson. But what was happening? The Lord kept raising judges up to rule over, those that was oppressing us, man. We would get in trouble. The Lord would put us, to captivity, and then what? Raise us up. Because we not really made to serve. All right? You got the Syrian, empire, which, lasted a long time, man. The Babylonians. For a long time we was under the Medo-Persian Empire. We was under that for a while, man. 200 plus years or so. The Greek Empire, which obviously we was in there long. All right? The Romans, the Roman Empire, America modern day. So there's the nation of Israel captivity throughout history there, man. Okay? And the Lord still gave us a breath of life, man, because he would always deliver us, man. You know? But this time, Yahweh shall come and get us out of prison, which that's why at the time, you know, when the disciples asked, is it time to restore the kingdom of heaven? You know, unto us, he said no, because it was a set time, right? And what that's 1 Corinthians 15. It was a set time to do so. All right. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 24. Well, 25. For he must reign till he had put all enemies under his feet. Okay? So then, you know, once all things is subdued unto him, you know, and he put all things, then all made being all, then we would be set up. So it wasn't time for him to take the powers that be out of the way, because everything had to get fulfilled. You know, when the disciples was asking this, you know, you about to restore the kingdom of heaven now? No, it wasn't time. All right? Because this devil, which Esau Edom, you know, is the last, this is how we know, you know, where we at with prophecy, because Esau Edom ruling is going to be the last captivity that the children of Israel are going to be in. All right? Now, when he came, you know, during the Romans time, these devils had to come again. And it was symbolic to who was ruling at the time. The mystery of iniquity was already working, which this is the format, the Roman revised empire here, which lets you know the same people are ruling. All right, these goddamn devils. All right, Amalek. Okay, let's say Amalek was the first of the nation. Let me get that right, because it furthermore proves what I'm saying, right? This Numbers 20. Numbers 24. I'm going to start at 17. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a sceptre shall rule out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Seth, because they was ruling over us too. All right, that star of Jacob is Yahushai, man. All right. And the Lord put a heathen in the trance here, man. All right. It says, and Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemy, and Israel shall do valiantly. All right. Which Edom, Mount Seir at the time, you know, that ruling city, a place or whatever, okay, represents, you know, Edom. You know, as a whole, there are people before a place too. They're the people in that place, of that place. It says, and out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. So Jacob is coming out of this captivity to reign. It's our turn. All right. Though yet the dominion don't shift no more. When you get to the book of Daniel, the kings shall take, all right, the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. I'm going to get that. It says, when he looked on Amalek, he took up this parable and said Amalek was the first of the nation. All right. Though yet there was the base of all nations. But his latter end shall be that he perish forever. So when he, in his latter end, he shall be first. That was part of his blessing that he received from Esau and Jacob, all right, that they received from their father, that they got from Isaac, all right, that he should be had a fatness of the earth, a blessed, all right, but he gonna be last, you see. So now he gotta finish last, though yet he was in first for a moment, you know. Damn devil. Okay. Then back in 1 Corinthians 15 and 24, then come at the end, when he shall deliver up the kingdom of our power. So when he deliver it up, all right, actually come put the whole earth in subjection, you know, with the whole host of heaven. It says, even the Father, when he shall put down all rule and all authority and power. That's when we could take the kingdom then, man. You see? Then we, you know, for he must reign, so he have put all enemies under his feet. So he got to do that which was written first to all be fulfilled. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. And who's the harbinger of death? Esau, Edom. So he got to get put in captivity, man. You know? This is Daniel. And Daniel spoke about all the captivities, man. You know, the statues, you know, that the different nations ruling over the nation of Israel, you see. But this Daniel 7 and 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Now, this the thing. The kingdom is given into the hand of lawless enemies right now. So when we take it, we're taking it from them. So they become the spoils of war. All right? Directly or indirectly, however you want to call it. Once you lose the war, you become the servant. Okay? You become the servant once you lose the war. Okay? So you taking the men of low degree, all right, or the high value prisoners right now is about to take down the actual base men of the earth, okay, who are of low value and they are low and set out of the place of the Most High, which Sirach 33 said. So that's a great balance, man. Right? This is I think it's Psalms. Bear with me, right? Psalms 62 and 9. Surely men of low degree are vanity. All right? They're empty. So the men of true low degree, they're ruling. All right? They're judging the earth right now. You see? According to the purpose of the Lord's will. That's the only reason why. They couldn't have did it themselves, man. They couldn't have taken us into captivity unless the Lord put it within his will. We was too stronger than them. We're stronger, faster, bigger, everything than them, man. We're more in number. It says, and men of high degree are a lie. So who are the liars, the deceitful in the earth? The wicked. To be laid in the balance, they are all together lighter than vanity. All right? They're the ones that lie. All right? And is in low degree. Right? Overall. Because right now, the elect is in a lower state. All right? But they're going to rise out of the dunghill. You see that? This is James. James 1 and 9. Let the brother of low degree rejoice in that he is exalted. Yeah, blessed is the poor in the kingdom of heaven. Blessed is the poor in spirit, for his is the kingdom of heaven. And remember, the kingdom of heaven gonna be on earth. So we got glory coming down unto us, man, if we faint not, right? It says, but the rich, in that he is made low. Woe to you rich men who garments is mouth eaten, right? Amalek was the first of the nations, but he shall finish the last, right? In his rightful place once order get restored. Because as the flower of the grass, he shall pass away. You see? And the men of grass is likened unto people. All right, grass flourish. Grass is earthly. All right, and you eat it. The animals eat. They get life out of it. Okay, so the true grass of the earth have to grow. Right now, the grass on the earth is all polluted and tainted, man. Which the people that's in control, all right, has it that way. Because grass is a metaphor for people. It says, for the sun is no sooner risen with a burning heat, but it withereth the grass, and the flower thereof falleth, and the grace of the fashion of it perisheth. So also shall the rich man fade away in his ways, man. You see that? So we ain't worried, man, because riches lift up strength. But when their rich is gone, then they are no more strong, right? The Lord is the men of the Lord is glorified through the Father. We glory in the Lord. So we don't glory in our riches. You see? Shalaki. This is these men gonna be disgraced, man. And we patiently waiting too. All right. This is 2 Corinthians 6:10. As sorrowful, it's talking about us, yet always rejoicing. So when I read in James, let the poor man rejoice, when he's exalted. Right now we are based. All right. But in order to even be exalted, you got to base yourself. It says, as sorrowful yet always rejoicing, as poor yet making many rich. And how we make each other rich? By what? Wise men win souls. We're telling each other of the law, all right, of the things that's going to behold us in the kingdom of heaven, which will get us, favor from the heavenly Father, as having nothing and yet possessing all things. So right now we have nothing, but we're the true possessors of all things. When he made Israel, he made us what? Everything that touched the sole of our feet is ours. All right? Everything. This is see if I could get that. Deuteronomy 11:23. Then will the Lord drive out all these nations from before you, and ye shall possess greater nations and mightier than yourselves. Right? Ye shall possess greater nations and mightier than yourselves. Every place whereon the soles of your feet shall tread shall be yours, man. Right? From the wilderness and Lebanon, from the river and the river Euphrates, even unto the uttermost sea, shall your coast be. It says, there shall no man be able to stand before you, for Yahweh your power shall lay the fear of you and the dread of you upon all the land that ye shall tread upon, and as he has said unto you. Okay? So we gonna rule these devils, man. All right? So as we have nothing, yet we possess all things, because we got the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. We as sorrowful, but yet we rejoicing. As poor, but yet making many rich, man. You see that? So we good. This is Sirach 11. And 4, boast not of thy clothing and raiment, and exalt not thyself in a day of honor. For the works of the Lord are wonderful, and his works among men are hidden. Many kings have sat down upon the ground, and one that has never thought of had worn the crown. You see? Because it says that, believing is in Sirach, all right, that the strangeness of their salvation, man. When they said it, said, this he we had sometime in derision. It says, many mighty men have been greatly disgraced, and the honorable delivered into other man's hand. Where we are at. All right, we were stolen and found in another man's hand when our Lord come back, which is a direct insult to our Heavenly Father and His Son, man. You see? You know? Because our Lord coming with to cut off this long disease, and the man that's today a king, tomorrow he gonna die, man. Right? Tomorrow he gonna die. So this is Lamentation 5. Now I'll get out of here with this. So yeah, these are the men that coming out of prison to reign, but so do the Heavenly Father people, man. We gonna come out of prison to reign. This is Lamentation 5 and 14. It says, the elders have ceased from the gate, the young men from their music. The joy of our heart is ceased, our dance is turned into mourning. The crown is fallen from our head. Woe unto us that we have sinned. All right? So the crown that's fallen from our head for a moment, all right? But it's going to be restored back to the heads and the judges of the earth, man. All right? And righteousness, you know? I'll tell you that in Isaiah 32 and 1. This is our glorious future. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. Those same princes that's walking the earth. So out of Ryan Rock, was that a fine match. Next time I see Shalom.